In the heart of the Bronx, amidst the concrete jungle where dreams are born and shattered, young Jake LaMotta came into the world like a force of nature. Raised in the hardscrabble streets of New York City during the Great Depression, Jake learned early on that survival meant toughness, both inside and outside the ring. Growing up in a family of Italian immigrants, Jake was no stranger to hardship. With a father who struggled to make ends meet and a mother who toiled tirelessly to keep the family afloat, Jake quickly learned the value of hard work and perseverance. But amidst the poverty and strife of his upbringing, there was one constant that offered solace and salvation: boxing. From a young age, Jake was drawn to the sport like a moth to a flame. Whether it was throwing punches in the back alleys of the Bronx or idolizing the greats of the ring, Jake knew that boxing was his ticket out of the poverty and despair that surrounded him. With a heart full of determination and a fist full of dreams, Jake set out on a journey that would propel him to the pinnacle of the boxing world. But as we shall soon discover, the road to greatness is paved with blood, sweat, and sacrifice. And for Jake LaMotta, the journey was just beginning. As Jake LaMotta grew older, his passion for boxing intensified. He spent countless hours honing his skills in makeshift gyms and shadowboxing in the dimly lit alleys of the Bronx. With each punch he threw, he could feel his determination solidifying, his dreams inching closer to reality. It wasn't long before Jake caught the eye of local trainers and promoters who recognized his raw talent and unwavering dedication. Under their guidance, Jake began his ascent through the ranks of amateur boxing, leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. But it was in the professional arena that Jake truly began to shine. With his ferocious fighting style and unyielding determination, he quickly earned a reputation as one of the most formidable contenders in the sport. His bouts became the stuff of legend, drawing crowds from far and wide eager to witness the spectacle of the raging bull in action. With each victory, Jake's star continued to rise, propelling him to ever greater heights of fame and fortune. But amidst the adulation and acclaim, Jake remained grounded, never forgetting the humble roots from which he had sprung. Yet, for all his success in the ring, Jake's personal life was far from stable. His tempestuous relationships and volatile temper often landed him in hot water, threatening to derail his career and tarnish his legacy. But through it all, Jake remained resolute, determined to conquer his inner demons and emerge victorious, both inside and outside the ring. Join us as we delve deeper into the heart of Jake LaMotta's meteoric rise to boxing stardom, exploring the triumphs and tribulations that shaped the man behind the myth. From the gritty streets of the Bronx to the dazzling lights of Madison Square Garden, this is the story of a true champion's journey to greatness. Inside the squared circle, Jake LaMotta was a force to be reckoned with. With his trademark ferocity and unyielding determination, he faced each opponent with a relentless intensity that left no room for doubt. For Jake, the ring was not just a battleground, it was a proving ground where he could test his mettle against the best the world had to offer. Every fight was a test of wills, a clash of titans where victory hung in the balance with every punch thrown. From the opening bell to the final round, Jake poured his heart and soul into every moment, pushing himself to the limit and beyond in pursuit of greatness. But for all his skill and tenacity, Jake was no stranger to pain. The bruises and welts that adorned his body after each bout were a testament to the brutal toll that boxing exacted on its practitioners. Yet, despite the physical toll, Jake never wavered, never backed down from a challenge. In the ring, Jake was a warrior, a gladiator who thrived on the thrill of battle. With each punch he landed, he could feel the crowd's energy coursing through his veins, driving him ever forward in pursuit of victory. And when the final bell rang, and his hand was raised in triumph, Jake knew that every drop of blood, sweat, and tears had been worth it, but amidst the glory of victory, there were also moments of defeat. For every triumph, there was a setback, a reminder of the fragility of success. Yet, even in defeat, Jake refused to surrender, refusing to let setbacks define him. Join us as we step into the arena of pain and witness firsthand the raw power and unyielding determination of Jake LaMotta. From the brutal battles of the ring to the moments of triumph and defeat, this is the story of a true warrior who refused to be knocked down, no matter how hard life hit him. For Jake LaMotta, the road to glory was paved with sacrifice and perseverance. Every victory came at a cost, every triumph tempered by the relentless grind of training and the ever-present specter of defeat. In the gym, Jake pushed himself to the limits of endurance, sweating profusely as he sparred with his trainers and pounded the heavy bag with unbridled fury. Each session was a battle in itself, a relentless onslaught of physical exertion and mental fortitude, but it was outside the gym where the true toll of Jake's quest for glory became apparent. His body battered and bruised, his mind consumed by the relentless pursuit of perfection, Jake sacrificed everything in his quest to be the best. Relationships crumbled, friendships faltered, but still, Jake pressed on, driven by an insatiable hunger for success. The price of glory was steep, but for Jake LaMotta, it was a price worth paying. With each victory, he felt the weight of the world lift from his shoulders, if only for a moment. And though the scars of battle would never truly fade, they served as a reminder of the sacrifices he had made and the obstacles he had overcome. But amidst the glory and the accolades, there was a darkness that lurked beneath the surface. For all his success in the ring, Jake struggled to find peace outside of it. The demons that haunted him, anger, jealousy, insecurity, threatened to consume him, casting a shadow over his most triumphant moments. Yet, through it all, Jake remained resolute. He may have paid the price of glory in blood, sweat, and tears, but he emerged stronger, more determined than ever to conquer his inner demons and cement his legacy as one of boxing's true legends. Join us as we explore the true cost of glory and the sacrifices made by Jake LaMotta in his relentless pursuit of greatness. From the sweat-soaked gyms of New York City to the glittering lights of the boxing world, this is the story of a man who refused to back down in the face of adversity, no matter the cost. As Jake LaMotta's star continued to rise, so too did the intensity of his battles both inside and outside the ring. With each victory came greater acclaim, but also greater scrutiny as Jake's personal life became increasingly entangled with his professional pursuits. In the ring, Jake was a force of nature, his ferocious fighting style leaving opponents battered and broken in his wake. But outside the ring, he struggled to maintain the same level of control, his volatile temper often leading to clashes with promoters, fellow fighters, and even his own family. Despite the challenges he faced, Jake continued to defy the odds, stringing together an impressive series of victories that solidified his reputation as one of boxing's most formidable contenders. But with success came temptation, and Jake found himself drawn into a world of excess and indulgence that threatened to derail his career and tarnish his legacy. Yet, through it all, Jake remained undeterred. He may have been the raging bull inside the ring, but outside of it, he was a man fighting against the demons that threatened to consume him. With each victory, he sought redemption, a chance to prove to himself and the world that he was more than just a fighter, that he was a champion in every sense of the word. But as the pressures of fame and fortune continued to mount, Jake found himself teetering on the brink of self-destruction. His personal life spiraled out of control, his relationships fractured beyond repair. Yet, even in his darkest moments, Jake refused to surrender, refusing to let his demons define him. Join us as we bear witness to the triumphs and tribulations of one of boxing's most iconic figures. From the dizzying heights of success to the crushing lows of defeat, this is the story of a man who refused to be tamed, who fought tooth and nail to carve out his own place in history, one punch at a time. Amidst the whirlwind of fame and fortune, Jake LaMotta's personal life was marked by tumultuous relationships and heartache. For all his prowess in the ring, he found himself grappling with a different kind of opponent outside of it, love. Throughout his life, Jake's relationships were fraught with turmoil and strife. His fiery temper and relentless pursuit of perfection often clashed with the demands of intimacy and emotional vulnerability, leaving a trail of broken hearts in his wake. But amidst the chaos, there were moments of genuine connection and love. From his early romances in the Bronx to his tumultuous marriages later in life, Jake experienced the full spectrum of human emotion, from euphoria to despair. Yet, for all the joy love brought him, it also brought him pain. His marriages crumbled under the weight of infidelity and mistrust, leaving Jake to grapple with feelings of loneliness and regret. But through it all, Jake remained resilient. He may have stumbled along the way, but he refused to let his personal struggles define him. With each setback, he emerged stronger, more determined to find redemption and forge a path forward. Join us as we delve into the heart of Jake LaMotta's personal struggles, exploring the highs and lows of love, loss, and everything in between. From the bright lights of the boxing world to the intimate moments of heartache and redemption, this is the story of a man who fought not only for glory in the ring but for love and acceptance outside of it. With fame came adulation, but it also brought with it a dark shadow that loomed over Jake LaMotta's life like a specter. The relentless glare of the spotlight cast every flaw and imperfection into sharp relief, exposing Jake's inner demons for the world to see. For Jake, the pressure to maintain his image as a champion both inside and outside the ring was overwhelming. He was expected to be larger than life, to embody the ideals of strength, courage, and resilience. But behind the facade of success lay a man haunted by doubts and insecurities, struggling to reconcile the image of the raging bull with the reality of his own frailty. As the scrutiny intensified, so too did Jake's descent into darkness. He sought solace in the arms of strangers, drowning his sorrows in alcohol and excess. But no amount of fame or fortune could fill the void that gnawed at his soul, leaving him adrift in a sea of uncertainty and self-doubt. But amidst the chaos, there were moments of clarity. Moments when Jake glimpsed the man he could be, free from the shackles of fame and expectation. It was in these moments of vulnerability that Jake found strength, drawing upon the resilience that had carried him through countless battles in the ring. Yet, even as he struggled to find his footing, Jake knew that the demons that haunted him would not be easily vanquished. They were a part of him, woven into the fabric of his being, and he would have to confront them head-on if he ever hoped to find peace. Join us as we delve into the dark side of fame and the inner demons that plagued Jake LaMotta throughout his life. From the dizzying highs of success to the crushing lows of self-doubt and despair, this is the story of a man who battled not only his opponents in the ring but the demons that lurked within his own soul. As Jake LaMotta's career reached new heights of success, so too did the intensity of the spotlight that shone upon him. But with fame came scrutiny, and with scrutiny came scandal. For Jake, the fall from grace was swift and unforgiving, as whispers of impropriety and controversy threatened to tarnish his hard-won reputation. It started with rumors of fixed fights and shady dealings, whispers that grew louder with each passing day. Allegations of corruption and collusion swirled around Jake like a dark cloud, casting a pall over his most impressive victories and calling into question the legitimacy of his reign as champion. But amidst the accusations and innuendo, Jake remained defiant. He refused to be cowed by the naysayers and detractors who sought to tear him down. He knew that his legacy was built on more than just victories in the ring. It was built on resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief in his own abilities. Yet, as the scandals mounted and the controversy reached a fever pitch, Jake found himself on the brink of ruin. His reputation in tatters, his career hanging in the balance, he knew that something had to change if he ever hoped to reclaim his rightful place among the boxing greats. But change would not come easy. It would require humility, introspection, and a willingness to confront the demons that had long haunted him. It would require Jake to confront the truth of his own actions and accept responsibility for the consequences. Join us as we explore the fall from grace of one of boxing's most iconic figures. From the dizzying heights of success to the depths of scandal and controversy, this is the story of a man who refused to be defined by his mistakes, and who fought tooth and nail to reclaim his honor and redemption. Faced with the specter of scandal and controversy, Jake LaMotta stood at a crossroads. He could either succumb to the weight of his mistakes, allowing them to consume him and drag him down into the depths of ruin, or he could rise above them, seeking redemption in the face of adversity. For Jake, the choice was clear. He refused to be defined by his past mistakes, determined instead to forge a new path forward. With a steely resolve and a renewed sense of purpose, he set out on a journey of redemption, determined to reclaim his honor and restore his tarnished reputation. But the road to redemption would not be easy. It would require Jake to confront his demons head-on, to acknowledge the mistakes of his past and learn from them. It would require him to humble himself before those he had wronged, seeking forgiveness and reconciliation where possible. Yet, despite the challenges he faced, Jake remained undeterred. He knew that redemption was not a destination, but a journey, and he was willing to do whatever it took to make amends for his past transgressions. Along the way, Jake encountered both supporters and skeptics, allies and adversaries. Some doubted his sincerity, viewing his efforts at redemption as nothing more than a desperate attempt to salvage his reputation. But others saw a man who had been humbled by his experiences, who had faced his demons and emerged stronger for it. Join us as we follow Jake LaMotta on his quest for redemption, exploring the highs and lows of his journey as he seeks to reclaim his honor and restore his legacy. From the depths of despair to the heights of triumph, this is the story of a man who refused to be defined by his mistakes, and who fought tirelessly to earn his place among the boxing greats once more. As Jake LaMotta's journey nears its end, he finds himself reflecting on the tumultuous path that brought him to this moment. The trials and tribulations, the triumphs and tragedies, all have shaped him into the man he is today, for better or for worse. But amidst the chaos and confusion, there is clarity. Jake knows that his legacy will be defined not by the mistakes of his past, but by the lessons he has learned along the way. He knows that true greatness is not measured by victories in the ring, but by the impact one leaves on the world long after the final bell has rung. In the twilight of his years, Jake finds solace in the knowledge that he has left a lasting legacy, a legacy of resilience, determination, and unwavering courage in the face of adversity. He knows that his name will be remembered not just as a boxer, but as a symbol of hope and inspiration for generations to come. As he looks back on his life, Jake is filled with a sense of gratitude, for the victories and the defeats, the highs and the lows, the joys and the sorrows. Each moment, each experience has helped to shape him into the man he is today, and for that, he is thankful. But above all, Jake is grateful for the love and support of those who have stood by him through thick and thin. His family, his friends, his fans, they have been his rock, his foundation, his reason for never giving up, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. As the final bell tolls and the curtain falls on his remarkable journey, Jake LaMotta stands tall, a champion in every sense of the word. His legacy will live on, a testament to the power of perseverance, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring legacy of a true legend. Join us as we bid farewell to one of boxing's most iconic figures, and celebrate the legacy of a man who refused to be knocked down, no matter how hard life hit him. This is the final round of Jake LaMotta's journey, a journey filled with triumph, tragedy, and ultimately, redemption. As the final bell of his boxing career rang, Jake LaMotta faced the daunting task of navigating life outside the ring. For decades, boxing had been his identity, his purpose, his reason for being. But now, with retirement looming, he was forced to confront a new reality, one filled with uncertainty and ambiguity. But Jake was not one to shrink from a challenge. With characteristic determination, he set out to reinvent himself, carving out a new niche in the world beyond the ropes. He tried his hand at acting, appearing in films and television shows that showcased his natural charisma and magnetic presence. Yet, despite his success in the entertainment industry, Jake found himself longing for the adrenaline rush of the ring, the roar of the crowd, the thrill of victory. Boxing was in his blood, and no amount of fame or fortune could ever replace the rush of stepping into the squared circle. But as time passed and age began to take its toll, Jake came to terms with the fact that his days as a professional boxer were behind him. He turned his attention instead to mentoring the next generation of fighters, imparting his wisdom and experience to those who hoped to follow in his footsteps. In his later years, Jake found solace in the simple pleasures of life, spending time with his family, enjoying the company of friends, and reflecting on the incredible journey that had brought him to this point. He may have hung up his gloves, but his fighting spirit remained as strong as ever, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Join us as we explore the life of Jake LaMotta beyond the ring, delving into the highs and lows of his post-boxing career. From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood to the quiet moments of reflection and introspection, this is the story of a man who refused to be defined by his past, and who embraced the challenges of the future with open arms. As the sun sets on Jake LaMotta's remarkable life, he finds himself reflecting on the journey that brought him to this final chapter. The highs and lows, the triumphs and tribulations, all have led him to this moment, a moment of quiet contemplation as he prepares to bid farewell to the world he has known. But amidst the bittersweet nostalgia, there is a sense of peace. Jake knows that he has lived a life filled with purpose and meaning, a life that has touched the lives of countless others in ways both big and small. He may not have always been perfect, but he has always been true to himself, and that is something to be proud of. As he looks back on his life, Jake is filled with gratitude, for the love of his family, the support of his friends, and the unwavering loyalty of his fans. They have been his constant companions throughout the ups and downs of his journey, and he is forever grateful for their presence in his life. But as the final chapter draws to a close, Jake knows that it is time to say goodbye. It is time to let go of the past and embrace the future, whatever it may hold. He may be stepping into the unknown, but he does so with a sense of courage and resilience that has carried him through a lifetime of challenges. As the curtain falls on Jake LaMotta's remarkable journey, he leaves behind a legacy that will endure for generations to come. He may have been a boxer, a champion, a legend, but above all, he was a man who lived life on his own terms, and that is the greatest victory of all. Join us as we bid farewell to one of boxing's most iconic figures, and celebrate the life and legacy of a true legend. This is the final chapter of Jake LaMotta's journey, a journey filled with triumph, tragedy, and ultimately, triumph once more. As time marches forward, the memory of Jake LaMotta lives on, immortalized in the annals of boxing history and etched into the hearts of fans around the world. His name evokes images of strength, resilience, and unwavering determination, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a true champion. But beyond his accomplishments in the ring, Jake's legacy extends far beyond the confines of the boxing world. He was a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions, reminder that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you can always rise again, stronger than before. In the years since his passing, tributes have poured in from all corners of the globe, honoring Jake's contributions to the sport of boxing and celebrating his enduring legacy. From documentaries and biopics to books and articles, his story continues to captivate audiences and inspire future generations of fighters. But perhaps Jake's greatest legacy lies not in the titles he won or the records he set, but in the lives he touched along the way. He was a mentor, a friend, a father figure to countless aspiring boxers who looked up to him as a role model and a source of inspiration. As we remember Jake LaMotta, we are reminded of the power of perseverance, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring legacy of a true legend. His memory will live on in the hearts and minds of all who knew him, a beacon of hope and a reminder of the strength that lies within each and every one of us. Join us as we pay tribute to one of boxing's most iconic figures, and celebrate the life and legacy of a true legend. This is the story of Jake LaMotta, a story that will live on for generations to come, inspiring countless others to chase their dreams and never give up, no matter the odds. As the world continues to reflect on the life and legacy of Jake LaMotta, there are valuable lessons to be gleaned from his remarkable journey. His story serves as a roadmap for those who dare to dream big, persevere through adversity, and never lose sight of their true selves. One of the most enduring lessons from Jake's life is the importance of resilience. Despite facing countless setbacks and challenges, he never lost faith in himself or his abilities. He refused to let his failures define him, instead using them as fuel to drive him forward in pursuit of his goals. Another lesson from Jake's journey is the power of perseverance. Time and time again, he faced seemingly insurmountable odds, yet he never gave up. Whether inside the ring or out, Jake demonstrated an unwavering commitment to his craft and a relentless determination to succeed, but perhaps the most profound lesson from Jake's life is the importance of authenticity. Throughout his career, he remained true to himself, never compromising his values or integrity for the sake of fame or fortune. He was unapologetically himself, flaws and all, and it was this authenticity that endeared him to fans around the world. As we reflect on Jake LaMotta's legacy, we are reminded that greatness is not measured by accolades or achievements, but by the impact one leaves on the world. Jake may have been a champion in the ring, but his true legacy lies in the lives he touched and the inspiration he provided to countless others. Join us as we honor the memory of Jake LaMotta and celebrate the enduring lessons from his remarkable journey. From resilience and perseverance to authenticity and humility, his legacy will continue to inspire and empower future generations for years to come. As the final chapter of Jake LaMotta's life comes to a close, his legacy continues to shine brightly, illuminating the paths of those who dare to dream and aspire to greatness. His impact on the world of boxing and beyond is undeniable, his name forever etched in the annals of sports history, but Jake's legacy extends far beyond the confines of the boxing ring. He was more than just a fighter, he was a symbol of hope, resilience, and unwavering determination. His story serves as a beacon of inspiration for all who face adversity, reminding them that with perseverance and courage, anything is possible. Throughout his life, Jake faced countless challenges and obstacles, but he never allowed them to define him. Instead, he met each challenge head-on, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. His resilience in the face of adversity serves as a testament to the power of the human spirit and the indomitable will to succeed, but perhaps Jake's greatest legacy lies in the lives he touched and the hearts he inspired. From aspiring boxers to fans around the world, his story resonates with people of all ages and backgrounds, serving as a reminder that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you can always rise again, stronger than before. As we bid farewell to one of boxing's most iconic figures, we celebrate the enduring legacy of Jake LaMotta, a legacy of courage, perseverance, and unwavering determination. His memory will live on in the hearts and minds of all who knew him, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Join us as we honor the life and legacy of Jake LaMotta, and celebrate the eternal champion whose legacy will continue to inspire and empower generations to come. This is the final chapter of Jake LaMotta's journey, a journey filled with triumph, tragedy, and ultimately, triumph once more.